Good evening, students. In OC, only two topics are left. In the previous video lecture, we have completed supervision. Today, we are going to start new topic, new element of directing. Already, I have told you total there are four elements of directing. One is supervision, second one is motivation, third one is leadership, and fourth one is communication. In which, out of these four, leadership and communication is out of course according to new syllabus. Only motivation is left now. Supervision we have already done. So today we are going to start new topic, motivation. Now we all know that there is a difference between the capacity to work, capacity to do the work, and willingness to do the work. There is a difference between the capacity to do the work and willingness to do the work. It means in many students there is a capacity to score good marks. For example, 80% or 90%. Various students are there in class, but they are not showing their interest in their study. Means their willingness is very less in order to achieve the objective or whatever target they decided. They have decided the target. They have capacity, but they are not showing the full interest. They are not putting 100% efforts in order to achieve those targets. So, in this regard, what should be the role of parents? What should be the role of teacher and the friends? They must motivate them. The person, the student who has capacity to achieve the target, but due to lack of willingness, we can say, due to lack of willingness, he is not able to show his, or he is not showing his capacity. He is not putting 100% effort in order to perform that, in order to complete that task. And as a result, he fails to achieve the objective. So, in this context, this is the responsibility of parents, teachers and their friends to motivate them. Means with the help of motivation or due to this process, we can remove the gap between the capacity to do the work and willingness to do the work. And by removing this gap, we can stimulate, we can bring energy, we can bring enthusiasm in that person. And as a result, that person can show full willingness to do the work according to his capacity or sometimes more than capacity, and as a result objective can be achieved very easily. It means motivation is very important function in order to achieve the objective. So there is a difference here I am writing. There is a difference between capacity to do the work and willingness to do the work. So through motivational process, there is a difference between capacity to do the work and willingness to do the work. So if there is a gap between the capacity to do the work and willingness to do the work, then a person fails to achieve the pre-decided target. That's why we must, or if we talk according to business language, so in all employees there is a difference between the capacity to do the work and willingness to do the work. And if an employee fails to achieve, a person fails to achieve the as a result, what happens? The person fails to achieve the pre-decided target. If there is difference, then person fails to achieve the pre-decided target. That's why through motivation process, through motivation process, the internal capacity of an individual through motivation process, internal capacity of an individual can be increased. But now still the question is, what is motivation? We all know that through motivation process, internal capacity of an individual can be increased. But still the question is same, what is motivation? So it is a process. It is a process of, motivation is a process of arising internal feelings of human being to do more work. So it is a process of arising internal feelings of human being to do more work. That is called motivation. Means motivation stimulates. Motivation stimulates. Stimulate means gives energy. Motivation stimulates or gives energy to the individual to perform the work according to his capacity or sometimes more than his capacity. Now in business unit, motivation is of different types. It may be financial incentives, motivation. How we can motivate person? Because we all know the requirement of individuals. Here particularly we are talking about business units. The requirements of employees is different. For example, one individual is satisfied with the salary, but he is not satisfied with the working system of the business unit. And if he is not satisfied, so first of all, it is the responsibility of top level management to satisfy their workers to a larger extent. Because once we have already studied in staffing chapter also that contented means satisfied employee can put 100% efforts in the business unit, in production, in work, and as a result achievement of objective become very easy. Means without any obstacle, in a very speedy way, in a very rapid way, we can achieve the objective if staff means employee is satisfied. So through motivation, first of all, the requirements of different individuals are different. For example, one employee is satisfied with his salary. Whatever salary he is getting from the business unit, from the organization, he is satisfied with that salary. But he is not satisfied with the working system of the management. So this is the responsibility of top level management to remove this dissatisfaction which arises in the mind of that particular employee. They try to give assurance to that employee that yes, very soon we will try to change the working system. Another example, the person is satisfied with the salary, satisfied with the working system also, but He is not satisfied with the working atmosphere of the business unit. So this is the responsibility of business unit top level management to try to understand. They try to understand the different requirements of different individuals. What are the requirements? What are the needs of different individuals, and try to fulfill their requirement by removing those dissatisfaction. And once they succeed in removing the dissatisfaction, it means if individuals are satisfied, then they are able to, then they are, in simple language you can say, they are motivated to do the work. So means motivation is a process of removing, another meaning, motivation is a process of removing dissatisfaction among the employees, and once dissatisfaction is removed, it stimulates energy to that individual to perform the work according to his capacity, or sometimes more than his capacity. And as a result, what happens? Achievement of objective become very easy. So in other words, we can say motivation is a process of removing dissatisfaction among employees. Now we have already done that top level management, if top level management are able to remove the dissatisfaction of the employees, then such individuals, such employees become satisfied employees, and once they are satisfied, then it is not difficult to arise, to increase their internal feelings to do the work with more enthusiasm, with more energy. They will perform the work with more energy, with more enthusiasm, means they become energetic. Once they become satisfied, it means they become energetic to perform the work, and as a result, achievement of objective becomes easy. But how we can provide, how we can motivate them? So there are different methods to motivate the employees. It may be, we are talking according to business unit. Motivation may be financial incentives. It may be non-financial incentives. It may be amenities. Amenities means facilities. Or it may be fulfills the need of employees. Anyway, first of all, top level management has to understand the state of mind of different individuals, whether they are satisfied with the organization, with the work or not. If they are not satisfied, so what is the reason behind that? They try to find out that reason, and then ultimately they try to remove those dissatisfaction from the employees, either by providing financial incentives or non-financial incentives or amenities, or by fulfilling their personal needs, etc. So by removing this dissatisfaction, they can stimulate, they can provide energy to the workers in order to perform the work in a better way. Better way means better than previous. So it means the motivation is a process which arises internal capacity, which increases the internal capacity of an individual to do the work in a better way. Now examples of what is the meaning of financial incentives? For example, employees getting less salary, so by providing them reasonable salary, we can provide satisfaction to employees. Non-financial incentives, for example, employee is satisfied with the financial incentives, means he is satisfied with the salary, but he wants appreciation for his work. So time to time it is the responsibility of top level management to appreciate that individual regarding his work. Besides this, amenities, some employees need some facilities, for example canteen facilities, medical facilities, accommodation facilities. So if organization try to fulfill those requirement of individuals, then also individuals get satisfaction and last one is fulfills the requirement. Sometimes it happens that employees need some internal means personal requirement. So if organization is able to fulfill their personal requirement also, in that case they can provide satisfaction. So anyhow, business unit has to understand the mental status of individuals, and if they are not satisfied in any reason, due to any reason, then try to provide them satisfaction, and by providing them satisfaction, they can, means business units or top level management can increase their internal feelings, enhance their internal feelings to do the work in a better way. All this process is called motivation. So in one line, motivation is a process which, here I am writing one line definition for 1 mark. Motivation is a process which inspire the individual to do the work with great enthusiasm, to do the work with great enthusiasm and with full energy, or we can say motivation is the process which inspires the individual to do the work according to their capacity. In simple language, motivation is a process which inspires the individual to do the work according to their capacity. That process is called motivation. Motivation may be financial incentives, non-financial incentives, amenities. Amenities means facilities, canteen facility, medical facility, accommodation facility, entertainment facilities, or sometimes by fulfilling the personal requirements of employees. In this way, business units can provide satisfaction to the employees. In this way, business units can motivate their employees to do the work in the best possible manner. And once means motivation helps in achieving the objective. Motivation helps in achieving the objective. Helps in achieving the objective. So this is the short introduction about motivation. Once again, we all know that among all individuals, there is difference between the capacity to do the work and willingness to do the work. Willingness here means interest. They have capacity, but they are not showing full interest in performing the work, or they are not showing the full willingness to perform the work, or they are not doing the work in a better way according to their capacity. It means it is the responsibility of business unit or top level management to remove this gap between the capacity to do the work and willingness to do the work. How they can remove the gap? They can remove the gap by satisfying their employees. And once employees are satisfied, and second, one more sentence, how they can satisfy their employees? By or through motivational process. Through motivational process means motivation is that kind of activity, that kind of performance, that kind of process which brings energy in the individual, which enhances, increases, arises the internal capacity of any individual to do the work according to their capacity. Or if they are motivated properly, then they can do the work more than their capacity. And as a result, what happens? Whatever objective has been decided by the business unit, it can be achieved speedily, rapidly, without any obstacle. So that's why motivation is one of the most important element in business unit. Or we can say, whenever workers are performing, whenever employees are performing their work, motivation becomes one of the important element in order to motivate them, in order to increase their internal feeling, in order to get more and more work from those workers. That is management. We have already studied in the first chapter. What is management? Management is an art of getting things done through others. But how we can get more and more work from others? Through motivational process. Only by motivating employees, we can get more and more work from others. So this is short introduction regarding motivation. Now, how motivation is an important element in all the functions of management, or what is the importance of management? In simple way, what is the importance of management? Importance of motivation. Now, what are the importance of motivation? First, any 5 points you can do of your own choice out of the points which are given in textbook. First one is psychological needs. Psychological concept. SYCH. Psychological concept. Means motivation is a psychological concept. Second point, increases the efficiency of employees. Third point, reduction in labor turnover rate. Reduction in labor turnover rate. Fourth one is continuous process. Fifth one is achievement of goal or pre-decided objective. Pre-decided objective. And one more point, psychological concept increases the efficiency of employees, reduction in labor turnover rate, continuous process, achievement of goal or pre-decided objective. And last one is one of the function of management. These are the importance of management. Means motivation is a psychological concept. It increases the efficiency of employees. It reduces labor turnover rate. It is a continuous process, continuous process. It helps in achieving the predetermined objective or goal, and this is one of the important function of management. These are the, I have taken 6 points, or any 5 points you can learn. Now, first topic, explanation of first topic, psychological concept. Psychological concept, first one is we all know that motivation is a psychological concept. Means it is related with, this concept, motivation is related with state of mind. State of mind of different employees. It is related with the state of mind of employees. Now, what is the meaning of this state of mind of employees? The motivation process is related with state of mind of employees. Means we all know that state of mind of employees is different in different individuals. Means their requirement is different. Some employees needed financial incentives from individuals or from organization. Some are satisfied with financial incentives, but they want non-financial incentives. Somebody is satisfied with financial incentives as well as with non-financial incentives, but they are struggling with their personal problems. Means they want to remove their personal problems. The state of mind is different. Means every individual wants satisfaction in different ways. That's why business unit has to understand the state of mind of different individuals. And after reading their state of mind, means after, in simple language we can say, after realizing their requirements, this is the responsibility of business unit to remove those dissatisfaction among the employees. By removing those dissatisfaction, then only business units are able to make them satisfied employees. That's why we can say, means through motivation process, after understanding the requirements of different individuals, then only they can motivate those employees by fulfilling their financial incentives or fulfilling their non-financial incentives or by solving their personal problems. Through motivation process, they can bring energy in those workers to perform the work in a better way. So first of all, motivation is a psychological concept, means it is related with state of mind of employees, and the state of mind of employees is different in different individuals. So it is duty of business unit to understand the state of mind of employees and try to provide them maximum satisfaction through different ways, and in this way they can motivate those employees, motivate those workers to perform the work in a better way. This is called psychological concept. Second one is increases efficiency. Now in other points you can write in your own way. Increases efficiency of employees. How motivation increases efficiency of employees? Very simple explanation. What is motivation? We have already done that. Motivation is a process which arises internal feelings of individual to perform the work in a better way. If employees are dissatisfied, if employees are not satisfied, or if employee has some requirement, so business unit has to understand their requirements, try to fulfill their requirement and make them contented employee. Contented means satisfied employee. Means satisfied employees, and by fulfilling their requirements, by fulfilling their needs, if business units are able to convert their dissatisfied employees into a contented employees or satisfied employees, then very easily, means by fulfilling their requirements, they are motivating them. For example, if an individual is dissatisfied with his salary, so next year if they will increase his salary according to his work, then that employee becomes satisfied, and after that, what is the result? He is performing the work in a better way with full energy, with full enthusiasm. Means organization has motivated him by fulfilling his requirement. So as a result, through motivation we can increase the efficiency of employees. Through motivation here means, once in one word I have told you motivation, but motivation means by fulfilling their requirements, by providing them maximum satisfaction, and ultimately we can say through motivation we can increase the, means business units can increase the efficiency of employees. Now after motivation, employees can perform the work in a better way, means he can perform the work according to his capacity or sometimes more than the capacity. As a result, achievement of objective become very easy. And after that, all the 3 points I have already explained in many topics. Third point is, for example, continuous process. Number of times we had explained this point in management in first chapter, in staffing, organizing, in all controlling. continuous process, that every business unit decides objective and try to achieve those objective. Once the objective is achieved, then again they decide new objective and try to achieve those objective. Means the cycle of deciding objective and achieving objective goes on and on till the business exists. It means till the business exists, we need to perform, we need to execute all the functions of management. And motivation is also a part of directing, and directing is one of the function of management. So till the business exists, we have to execute, we have to implement we have to exercise all the functions of management. It means motivation is a continuous process. Fourth one is reduction in labor turnover rate. So by combining all these points, you can explain reduction in labor turnover rate. What is labor turnover rate? Reduction in labor turnover rate. Labor turnover rate means when in a year number of individuals joins the organization, and out of those employees, how many have removed from the job or how many have left the job. That when we are calculating that percentage, that is called labor turnover rate. How many individuals, how many workers, how many employees have left the job after joining in a year, that is called labor turnover rate. So through motivation process, now you can explain that motivation word in a detailed way. Through motivation process, we can fulfill the requirements, we can fulfill that satisfaction of individuals. As a result, through motivation process, business units can stimulate, business units can inspire the individuals to give more and more efforts, to put their more and more efforts in their work. Means they can perform their work. Through motivation, they can perform their work in a better way according to their capacity, and as a result, what happens? Their efficiency increases, they are able to earn more income. So labor or workers, labor here means workers or employees, they will never wants to leave the job, current position, current job. Means they want to stay in the same organization, because whatever they need, whatever they require, their requirement is fulfilled by the business units. Means business units are trying to fulfill their requirement, they are trying to provide maximum satisfaction to the employees. As a result, employees do not want to leave the job. As a result, there is reduction in labor turnover rate through motivational process. Fifth one is continuous process and goal oriented process. No doubt, now you can explain this goal oriented process in a simple, very easy way. Goal oriented process, once through motivation process, in simple language I am telling you, through motivational process, business units inspires the workers to do more work. Through motivational process, the efficiency of workers increases. As a result, they want to stay in the same organization for a longer period. Through motivational process, we are increasing the energy, enthusiasm of the workers to perform the work. As a result, they are putting 100% efforts in order to perform the work. As a result, objective can be achieved in a very easy way. And sixth one is one of the function of management. Again, one of the function of management. Now, first of all, what is the meaning of management? We have already studied in first chapter that management is an art of getting things done through others. Management is an art of getting things done through others. Means how we can get things done through others? By motivating employees. And we can motivate employees in different ways. Once again, by fulfilling their financial incentives, by fulfilling their non-financial incentives, by fulfilling their amenities. Means we can provide various types of facilities to them, medical facilities, treatment facilities, educational facilities to their children, accommodation facilities, means रहने की व्यवस्था, canteen facilities, entertainment facilities. So whatever facilities or whatever requirements they need, if we provide those requirements, if we fulfill those requirements, then they are motivated to perform the work in a better way, in a speedier way, in a rapid way. As a result, objective can be achieved. That's why motivation, which is a part of directing, that is also which is a part or which is an important element of directing. So directing is one of the important function of management, and directive includes motivation. That's why motivation is one of the important function of management. So importance of motivation is completed. One more part is left, then your chapter will be completed. Till then, goodbye.